Oh, I got a good one. Doubles up on big ones. Got him on the blabbermouth. That feels decent. That's a big brown one. Get him. Got him. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Excited for today's adventure. We are down here on the banks of this lovely creek, and we're gonna do some wade fishing today, trying to catch some fish. But to mix things up today, we're gonna be doing something that I've been wanting to do for a long time, honestly. I've honestly just been a little bit scared to do it, but we're doing it today. So in this box, this is what I'm gonna be fishing with. And in here, I have an assortment of old vintage antique lures. They're all topwater lures. I didn't want to throw any that go subsurface because I just didn't want to lose them. Some of these are really old and some of them are potentially quite valuable, but they've been sitting just in a display case for a long time. And I was like, you know what, let's give these guys a try. So let me show you guys some of these baits we got here. First one, we have an old tried and true devil's horse. And this one actually feels wooden. It's got a beautiful pattern on it. I think I'm honestly going to start with that one. Haven't thrown a devil's horse in a very long time. But that one looks great. We've also got this little thing. It's just solid jet black, and it's called a creek chub injured minnow. That one looks good. I like the little double props on it, and it looks more of the size profile that I'm looking for out here. Then we got this guy. It's called a blabbermouth. It's got a weird kind of popper shaped face and then a little torpedo, little blade tail on the back. Interesting for sure. And then talk about interesting, look at this one. That's called a crazy crawler, and that one there looks really old too. So they make new versions of all these baits for the most part, but you can tell these ones here are super vintage. Just got that crust on them. That's called a tiny crazy crawler, and it just kind of crawls on top of the surface. It's really weird. Then we got two more in here. This one here is a classic, just your classic hula popper. It's just black, got a little floopy tail. Looks good, just a nice little chugging bait. And then to round things off, we got this guy here. This one here looks to be about in the best condition of all of these. I'm actually not sure how old this one is. This one might not be that old, but it's a cotton cordell crazy shad, kind of in that bullfrog color. So I think they're all gonna work. My goal is to catch a fish on each and every one of these baits. We'll see if we can make that happen, but we're gonna start off by throwing the old devil's horse. So I'm out here with my buddy Dakota. He's behind the camera. He's been out fishing these creeks recently, been catching some on top water, so that's kind of what gave me the idea to throw these out here today. Be sure to check out his YouTube channel, Real Wild Adventures. I'll leave a link in the video description, and let's get out here and start waiting around and see what we can get into today. I'm really excited. Hopefully we catch some big ones on these antique lures. All right, guys, really excited about this. Got the old devil's horse on here. I like that it's got 3 treble hooks on there. Dakota's also throwing a little chopping style little bait. His is a more modern version. They have a very similar action. Look at that. It's gonna be old school versus new school today.
Peacock bass.
Yeah, it looks like we're fishing peacock bass lures. That'd be fun. Man, we need to do that.
I'd love to go fishing.
We need to drive through the night, get down to Miami and just go crazy and throw these things out there. I don't think anybody actually throws these baits for peacocks down there. Most guys throw, well, no, a lot of people throw, but yeah, a lot of people throw jerk baits though.
Jerk baits, shiners.
Yeah, jerk baits. That's what we need to do. Gosh, that's what I want. I don't even want to go. Let's go. Let's leave. Let's go peacock. Let's go peacock bass fishing, dude.
Yeah.
Man, that looks good. That looks good. I've kind of been sleeping on the devil's horse. I don't throw this style lure often, but that's a good little action for these creeks. Guys, look at this riverbed or this creek bed. It is just crazy. It's crazy beautiful. A lot of big chunky rocks. It's super low right now because we're in the middle of summer, almost actually at the tail end of summer. But you come here in the springtime, this is like some dang whitewater. You can mess yourself up here kayaking, but definitely plan on coming back out here in the springtime. I've been wanting to. I just haven't, but it's incredible. Big rocks everywhere. And the fishing's usually better when the water's up too, just because there's more pools, there's more backwater eddies. But we're gonna find some up here. Some of the better pools are up here upstream. Here's a nice little pool right here though. Oh, we got a, oh, Dakota had a chaser. The thing about these pools is that they get concentrated, so you can kind of predict when you're gonna catch them. Okay, so an issue that I've been running into with this devil's horse is I'm using 10-pound braid, and it's kind of light, but it's getting stuck in the prop, like almost every cast, and kind of messing up the action. So
really what I want to do now is I just want to catch something with it, and then I'm going to try to maybe swap to another one, maybe one that doesn't have a prop blade on the front of it. Maybe go to that that hula popper, or maybe go to that crazy crawler. But I've had a little bit of interest in this thing so far, but might need to keep walking and find ourselves a little better stretch. This looks good though. I'm not gonna give up on the devil's horse until I catch something with it for sure.
It's a good one. Unfortunately, my camera.
Oh, I got a good one.
Oh,
Doubles up on big ones. I got a big one. Big one on devil's horse. Finally got one. This is not small. This one is not small. Dakota's doubled up too. Whose is bigger? I think mine's bigger, dude.
I think so. I got a good one.
Oh, get out of those rocks.
Oh, pretty one too.
Oh, stay on there. Stay on there. Finally got one.
Donkey smallie, bro.
That is a donkey smallie. That's a really nice one for out here.
That is a monster for out here, bro.
Stay on there. I'm just gonna both of them on the bank. Yeah, got him. Let's go. That's what's up, guys. We've waited almost probably half a mile up this creek to find some good water. We hit a couple pools we thought were gonna be good, but we just doubled up right here in this one. That's a donkey for this spot. It's like a 16-incher.
Dude, that's a good one.
And that's a good one too. Let me see that thing.
Pretty guys.
That is beautiful. Awesome fish, dude.
Again, look at the size of that smallmouth bass. Just a long, lean river fish or creek fish, and he smoked that vintage devil's horse. And I'm so glad because I'm ready to take it off, because that line getting set in that prop every cast has just been driving me insane. You know, it's kind of counterintuitive to take off a lure you just caught a big fish on, but I think we're gonna swap it up to another antique lure and see if we can't find ourselves some more. We'll swap back to it if we don't catch anything else, but beautiful river smallie, and get him unhooked and we're gonna release him. All right, last look at our smallie. He gone. Oh! Gave us a little dorsal fin action. I like that.
Saw that.
I like that.
Sharky.
All right, let's swap it to another lure and let's get back out there and see if we can catch some more.
All right, devil's horse, you've been good to me, but not that good to me. Been throwing it for a while. I think that it would work if I had maybe a stronger, maybe like a monofilament leader on there, or maybe had some bobber stops on the line to keep the line from getting stuck in there. This line is just so limp that it just gets stuck in the blade every single cast, and it just doesn't instill a lot of confidence in me when the bait's not performing the way that it's supposed to. We're actually gonna try this guy. I have no idea if this thing is gonna swim right. I have never thrown any of these lures, so I don't know if the action's good on any of them. Just they've been sitting for years and years. But that's the crazy crawler. And what I like about the crazy crawler right now is that there are a bunch of cicadas out, and this really mimics cicadas. So there is some line on here. It ain't my line. Somebody's thrown it sometime recently, or maybe not. That line looks kind of old, but we'll rig it up. Hopefully it'll give some good action. But that right there, as long as it does what it's supposed to do, should catch fish. It doesn't look like it's doing anything. That might not work. I'm gonna have to pop it. I don't know about that one, guys. That one might actually not work. It's not doing crazy crawler things. We'll throw it a few times across and see if we can get one to just bite it on impact, but we're in this really good looking pool, and I don't want to waste this spot with a lure that's not swimming right. Because it is not swimming right. Okay, so I've been cycling through those antique lures, and I really wasn't considering that my line was going to get caught up in the props and all those guys. But this guy right here should be a different story. It only has one prop on the back. It's got this kind of plopper, not plopper, a little popper mouth. So we're gonna try it out. It's not really too big. Looks pretty decent. We'll test the action here in a second. We're getting to another nice pool. Dakota says this is his favorite spot. There's a big giant rock up there. It looks awesome. Got a little bit of flow. The creek is very low. If we had just like a foot of water, it would be so good, I think. What other way? Dover Bridge?
Yeah. Not Dover Bridge, there's another.
Oh, yeah.
Pull up there.
Got him on the blabbermouth. That feels decent.
It looked decent.
He's all the way out there. There's a lot of shine right there with that thing. He is all the way at the end of my cast. Let's go. Ooh. Dakota had one. There's one chasing him. That's a nice one. I don't know if he might be bigger than the first one I caught. Look at him.
He does look nice.
Look at that thing. That thing is beautiful out there.
The big one.
He's fine like a big one. This rod's a little bit lighter than the one I normally throw. He's got one hook in him.
I'd rather have that one end hook than the middle hook.
I guess so. These are some stout hooks too. Keep them out of the rocks. That's a big one.
That's a big and fatty too.
Get up here. Just get up here. Yeah. He looks just like the other one, just a little bit thicker.
A little bit thicker.
All right, second smallie of the day for me. We've walked a long way. The fishing has been a little bit tough, but the water's lower than we anticipated. But we got to this nice pool right here. This might actually be the last pool we come to, but look at that smallie. He's a little bit smaller than the one I caught earlier as far as length goes. He's probably about 14.5 or so. He's a little bit thicker and he fought really good. He bit at the very end of my cast. It was like a 50-yard cast, so it was a lot of fun reeling him in and watching him fight in that clear water. But look at that bait. Look at that thing. The blabbermouth. Blabbermouth did him dirty. It's like, it kind of reminds me of a tiny torpedo, except for it's got that kind of weird shaped mouth. But he was all about it. Had a couple bites on it in this pool. So hopefully we'll catch some more, and maybe we'll catch some more on the way down. I think that's the bait I'm gonna stick with for the rest of the afternoon. Sweet, let's send him back. All right, big guy. There he goes.
Leap.
There it is, nice one, dude.
Not bad.
Nice fish, Dakota.
Pretty.
On the popper.
Woo. Calm down there.
That's a good one.
I'll take that all day.
Absolutely. Wish we were getting more, but we'll take what we can get.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Oh. I was like, where'd my bait go? I got a good one too. He just slurped it. I got a good one. I got a chunk. I'm up here on top of this rock. He's gonna come over the shells. Come over the shell bar. He didn't even splash it, dude.
Mine didn't either. My popper was just gone.
It's a big one.
That's a good one.
Yeah. On the old blabbermouth. There's my third smallie, my second one on the blabbermouth. This is my my smallest one of the day, but still a quality fish. And this is really what you're looking for out here in the creek. Catch some 12 inchers, some 14 inchers, and then hopefully leave with, you know, a 16, 17. And if you're really looking to catch an 18 incher, he got that thing so good. He bit it as soon as he hit the water. Didn't even splash it. Just got that back hook, and man, these hooks are not that sharp, honestly, but when they hook the fish, it seems like they stay in there. Goodness. There we go. I mean, how big is that barb? Look at that hook. That's a hook right there. Might be too much hook for these smallies, but I'll take it. We didn't lose him. We got him in. It's just so beautiful out here. This pool is awesome. We got these big giant rocks. We got a nice shoal. We got a bluff over here. It's just crazy. Like, most of the time when I'm fishing, it's all about catching the fish, and then, you know, the scenery is the bonus, but really, like, the fish are a bonus in this spot. We're gonna send him back. And there he goes. So we catch a couple more. I like this rock that I'm standing on. I want to get on that rock. That rock looks epic. Does he have any buddies over there? Like, that fish literally he just sucked it straight down. So this bait sits booty down in the water. Like, it's literally just vertical. So I guess I remember seeing it splash when it hit, and I was like, ooh, that was kind of loud. And then Dakota hooked one, and I looked out there, and then my thing was just gone. So it's kind of weird, but I'll take it. Uh-oh. Get it. Get it. Get it. Oh, gosh. Oh, I do got him. That is a stud. That is a stud. He came after that thing like 5 times. They love the blabbermouth. Oh, there's one following. Dude, there's 2 following him. Can you get behind my bait right there? Twitch it. He's not as big as I thought he was. Is he green? No, he's brown. Yeah, another good one. I feel bad I pulled those buddies out. There was like 4 chasing him. All right, another one for Team Blabbermouth. That bait is so cool looking. The action, I don't really like it. I still don't like it, but the fish are eating it. Definitely my best option today. That smallie went after that bait at least 3 times, and it might have been different fish, but he's the one that ended up getting it. I think there actually might have been a bigger one down there chasing it, but we're gonna send him back off this rock. So cool. I'm going back in. Going back in. That was number 4.
In this spot, yeah.
Number 4. Okay, let me get my hook situated. My hook's jacked up. Let me send it right back in that same spot. Yeah. There's a snake.
Snake?
Yep.
Where?
About 10 feet behind your popper. I'm gonna go get him.
He's behind my popper.
All right, guys, we got a snake. I saw a snake. I don't know where he went. Did he just go underneath the rocks?
No, I see him. He's right in front of you.
Oh, I see him. I see him. I see him. I see him. I see him.
That's another one.
Get him. Got him. We got a snake. Get him, Dakota. Did you do it? Oh no. I got mine. He's beautiful. Oh gosh. Ow, he bit me. Good job, dude.
You stepped on that one that I was looking at. We're looking at two different snakes.
Well, I was looking right there and I didn't see him anymore, and I saw this one take off. Guys, you know it's not a creek fishing adventure without catching a snake and getting bit by it. This is a gorgeous Midland water snake. This is usually the predominant species you find up here in these mountain creeks. They like this little bit cooler moving water. There was actually two of them. I saw one, was going towards it, and I couldn't see it anymore. And then I saw this one, and there ended up being two, and I stepped right over the one I was looking at. But look how gorgeous that one is. I think I got the prettier one of the two. He's got that really nice kind of reddish orange coloration. Sometimes when you find these guys, they're more just kind of dark brown, but he's got some really pretty colors. Like those vertical stripes, brick red. Look at his tummy. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that thing. And so these Midlands, they can get up to about 4 foot long. This one here is probably 2.5 foot long, but they are just so cool and one of my favorites to catch. They are just gorgeous. Non-venomous species, you know, like all the other water snakes out here, they're gonna bite you if you grab them like quick. And they have that anticoagulant in their saliva, which makes you bleed a bit. You can see, got me on the finger right there. It's not a great spot to get bit, but it was worth it to catch him. We're gonna get a couple pics with him, and then we're gonna send him back here in the creek and keep walking downstream and hopefully catch a couple more smallies before it's all said and done. Looks like a dang crime scene up here. That snake got us good. I had Dakota hold him so I can get some shots of him. And got Dakota on the finger also. What a feisty guy. Okay, so we got this pool right here in front of us. There's another pool beyond that. It's a couple of high percentage areas. We're gonna try to catch a couple smallies. We walked all the way from there. Hopefully we can get at least 2 more, maybe 3 more. 4 more.
4 more.
And you can't keep anything between that. You can keep like a 10 or 11 incher, and you can keep 1 16 pluser. That'd be good. That'd be fair.
2 fish.
No, you can keep.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, baby.
That might be the one I caught out here.
That is a
last time,
stud.
dude. That's gonna be the same one I caught out here last time out here.
Is he brown or green? He's just head rolling, dude. That's a big one.
He's brown, dude. He looks. That's gonna be the one I caught out here last time, I think.
That's a big brown one.
Big brown. Yep.
Big brown one. I'm just gonna follow him up here. He's got that bait good. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That is a stud. It's so hard to get up after the shallow water. He's got that bait good. Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Nice,
He's off.
brother. Oh. There's your 2 pounds.
Guys, you can't script this any better. Look at that smallmouth. That's the biggest one of the day. We have this pool left. There's one other little one after that, and we're gonna be done. We were really hoping to hook up with a big one out here today. And Dakota was saying, you know, we probably will catch some on the way down. Some of these places we hit earlier. I was on that devil's horse. I've got a lot more confidence in that bait. I forgot what it's called now. I think blabbermouth, the blabbermouth. And I threw it right behind me into this nice root ball, and he came out and just absolutely crushed it. That's probably like a 17 incher, probably 2 1/4 pounder, maybe 2.5 pounds. I don't know. That is an excellent fish for this creek. They don't get very big out here like that. That's the king of this creek right here, guys. Beautiful colors, not a blemish on him. Fought really good, and luckily we were able to get him on the bank. That is so, so cool. Okay, we're gonna snag a couple pics of this thing, and we're gonna send her on her way. Got you by the tail. Min's tail is so thick. Oh, she's so big. Where's she gonna go? She's going between my legs. It's good!
Yeah, dude.
She's literally going right back to her root ball. That is awesome. I'd say that's gonna be the last fish of the day, but there's still a chance we can catch another one. But if we don't catch any more, like, that's a dang good one to end on. But we might catch another one. We'll see. What you find? Oh, you got him? You got him! Dakota got revenge, got redemption.
Yeah.
They're coming in pairs today.
They are coming in pairs.
That is cool. 2 little baby Midlands. They were under the same rock, huh?
Yep, I saw one go under, and then just one took off in front of me. So I grabbed him, flipped the rock, and grabbed his buddy.
Those guys are cute.
They are totally different color patterns, too.
All right, guys, we just wrapped up our little wade fishing mission back here at the bridge. We just put our stuff back in the truck, and I realized that I left my truck unlocked. Luckily, nobody else figured that out. This is definitely a spot where trucks get broken into, so really glad that nobody did that. But anyways, I am really glad that we fished here today. It started off kind of slow, but we ended up getting down to a good pool, catch some nice fish, kind of weed through some of those antique lures, found one that worked well. That blabbermouth was awesome.
Funny.
It was awesome. It was definitely the best of the baits that I brought, just because the others, like I mentioned, I kept getting my line tangled up in the props, and it just made it hard to use. So I'm glad I brought that bait. It was a lot of fun using these lures that honestly probably haven't been used in close to 50 years. And it's cool to see that these antique lures still work. But anyways, big thanks to Dakota for having me out here. Be sure to check him out on YouTube. I'll have his channel linked down in the video description below. Hope y'all enjoy the video. If so, do me a huge favor. Hit thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys.